All right, so I'm bring my mic over, maybe. I don't know which mic it's picking up from. I'm working on the video right now for the Akaso, and I don't know what it's picking up, that little tick, 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 tick sound that it's making when it's recording. I'm not 100% sure. I just have the camera sitting on a GorillaPod, holding it out at arm's reach. More testing needs to be done to figure out what's causing that. But really, let's focus primarily today on the stabilization, which quite good. All right, enjoy the video. We'll see you in a follow-up.
All right, my friends. So today we are doing just a quick video, and this first half of the video is completely recorded with the stabilizer kind of off. Stabilizer off, you guys can see what it's like when you're walking about using the internal mic, etc., just at arm's reach. It's actually really nice and wide. So now we're going to switch it over to using their super steady, I think it's called, something like that. Same walk. Now, on iOS at least, this was having some issues, but today there was a firmware update with the software, with the camera, and because of that, it seems to be functioning better, or actually at all. So it seems to be working, which is a fantastic fix. One thing I really like about this camera so far is that I feel it's a vast improvement with its color accuracy. Somebody working over there, it sounds like. So that's really good. Stabilization was good before in like normal mode, but I found it cropped a lot. So now we're using this, I don't know, super view or super steady or something, and I'm really interested to see if it's any better, because I really haven't had a chance to play with it before because it wasn't functioning well, or at all, or half the time. So I'm going to go back in the house now, and you guys have been seeing it. I'll have it kind of switch back and forth between normal, non-steady, and running the stabilizer. All right, it's starting to get cold out. I'm not a fan. I'm still wearing sandals. Yep, still wearing sandals, but this is kind of it. Cold. It's like +5 right now. Yeah, not happy. All right, let's go downstairs.
All right, my friends. So we're back in the house. Firmware upgrade. Let's talk about that. It's good. It's good that Akaso is making them, because two things. On the older Akaso cameras, I found that, number one, getting any kind of firmware update was something that, for one, you never saw, really. They seemed to just, I don't know if they wanted to, they just stopped kind of functioning. They're like, it's out, so let's start working on the next camera. Or it just seemed really difficult to get the firmware from wherever and install it on your camera. This all done through the Akaso Go app, so really easy. It was simply, I opened the Akaso Go app, it said there's a firmware update, would you like to update it? Yes, it downloaded, it was like 21 megs, so not huge, and then asked if I wanted to fire it to the camera. Off it went. Now, the one thing, it came up on my screen and said, firmware has been upgraded. So give it a while, because if you look at the Brave 8, the light, the indicator light, is flashing like red and blue maybe, but it's flashing. And that means it's still going through the upgrade. So the indicator kind of comes up when the software has been sent to the camera, but the camera is still working on the actual upgrade. So give it 30 seconds to a minute for it kind of to go solid or to turn off completely, because if you start fiddling around, you're probably in the midst of the firmware upgrade, and that's a bad thing to try to turn your camera off, for one. So just give it some time after that. I'd say like a good solid minute or so. But firmware update is done. You saw some of the results. And I'm going to show you how that feature works. So got SuperSmooth, super whatever it's, I don't even know what it's called. So first off, we're going to take our phone and go into the Akaso app. Now I'm doing this on an iPhone, but it should be very similar on the Android. So here it is, Akaso Go. Boom, really nice. This is really where it came up and was just like, you have a firmware update. And I was like, cool, thanks. Now, before we go any further, we're going to turn our Brave 8 on. Very nice. And make sure that your Wi-Fi is enabled. So basically you just slide down from the top, little Wi-Fi indicator, give it a tap, it flashes, goes solid. There it is. That means it's on. You can shut this all off. Now, when you're shooting, just so you guys can see here, if you kind of go down here, just go the other way when you're shooting, this is kind of important. You'll see here, maybe you'll see here, Stabilization, SuperSmooth. That's what it's called, SuperSmooth. So you want to make sure that's enabled because that's the one that we're playing with right now. And it's also the one that you have to do after it's been shot. Okay, so Wi-Fi is on. This is good. We're going to our devices, connecting our Brave 8, searching, should see the Wi-Fi, there it is. Tap Brave 8. It's all coming together. Join. And it should show you an image of the top here. Connect. Yeah, there it is, right? So, voila. Whoop. It's really bright in here. There it goes. It's exposing. Perfect. So this is where it is. So we're going to click on the little icon on the bottom left here. Shows you all the actual photos and everything that are in there. And I believe it was the top one here, which was 230. This one right here. So up in the top right hand corner, there's the 3 little dots. So we're going to tap on those and we're going to say download. Now you'll see it says standard or SuperSmooth. So I'm going to do both just so you can see. So if we hit standard, right, it's going to go through here, time remaining. It figures about, you know, it's equalizing, but it's figuring probably just shy of 3 minutes for, you know, almost a 3-minute clip. So it's pretty close to 1-to-1. And you and I don't need to wait here, so we'll be back once this is finished. But just realize, kind of 1-to-1. All right, so the original one is almost down right now. We're at 99%. Come on. You can do it. And there it is, 100% finished processing. Very nice. It says finishing. There it is. So wait till it says complete, right? Completed. Awesome. So we're going to go back here one more time. Same clip, same idea. Download. This time we're using SuperSmooth. And you can see here, which started out as about 3 minutes. This one's going to come in close to the same, actually. And the big difference here is that this is kind of just moving the file from the actual, as far as I know, moving the file from the actual camera to the phone. So this time feels very similar. Problem is it then has to process it, and that processing section is going to take up considerably more time. So right now we're at 12:53. This part here, or this screen section here, there's been, it fills up. It fills up with like green to tell it that that's the processing slider. It hasn't even started yet. All right, so I'm stepping back in here. You can see it's been about 3 minutes. The processing has finally started. And this part will definitely take longer than the normal one because this is it doing its stabilization on the footage. So again, we don't want to interrupt this. Make sure your camera stays on. Make sure you have a good battery in there. So don't be doing this when your battery is down to like 10% and you're starting to do this. So we'll come back when this is finished. All right, guys, so 1 o'clock. So we started this whole process at 2:53, 1 o'clock. So 7 minutes for a 3-minute clip. So bringing the normal version into it was kind of a 1-to-1. Bringing the steady smooth, super smooth, whatever it's called, I keep forgetting. You're looking at over 2-to-1. So if you were to shoot an hour worth of footage throughout the day and then come home and want to run it through this super smooth, just realize it's not just an hour to import. You're probably looking at between 2 and 3 hours to import and process it. So just make sure you're aware of that, because that's kind of important. So you've seen the process, which is great. You've seen the kind of sort of, you know, how it performs. And once again, you've heard the internal camera, because that's what we used at the beginning. And I'm interested to see your thoughts or read your thoughts down below. I am going to put up the same clips that we had at the front, right at the end of this video, side by side, so you can kind of see them as they are in comparison. Instead of flipping back and forth, you'll see them side by side, which means you can compare a little better. And then let me know what your thoughts are on this whole SuperSmooth thing. Way to go, Akaso, for releasing a firmware update already. Hopefully more are to come, because we need you to keep making this camera better, because it's not an inexpensive camera by any means, you know. So make it worth it. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. And again, if you have any questions on this, let us know. We'll see if we can make a video on it. And I'm out. Later, my friends.
All right, my friends. So today we are doing just a quick video. And this first half of the video is completely recorded with the stabilizer kind of off. Stabilizer off, you guys can see what it's like when you're walking about using the internal mic, etc., just at arm's reach. It's actually really nice and wide. So now we're going to switch it over to using their super steady, I think it's called, something like that. Same walk. Now, on iOS at least, this was having some issues, but today there was a firmware update. I'll show you right here, a firmware update that happened with the software, with the camera, and because of that, it seems to be functioning better, or actually at all. So it seems to be working, which is a fantastic fix. One thing I really like about this camera so far is that I feel it's a vast improvement with its color accuracy. Somebody working over there, it sounds like. So that's really good. Stabilization was good before in like normal mode, but I found it cropped a lot. So now we're using this, I don't know, super view or super steady or something, and I'm really interested to see if it's any better, because I really haven't had a chance to play with it before, because it wasn't functioning well, or at all, or half the time. So I'm going to go back in the house now, and you guys have been seeing it. I'll have it kind of switch back and forth between normal, non-steady, and running the stabilizer. Alright, it's starting to get cold out. I'm not a fan. I'm still wearing sandals. Yep, still wearing sandals, but this is kind of it. Cold. It's like +5 right now. Yeah, not happy. Alright, let's go downstairs.